I'm just looking at a thought. Yeah. Something held in the mind. The process of reasoning, meditation, study. Yeah. Synonymous would be celebration, consideration, deliberation, meditation, and ratio nation. Yeah, that's kind of a different word. In fact, I'm not quite sure what it means. The ratio nation. Yeah. You know these thoughts that you keep in your mind? Let's say it was available to know the thoughts of an individual because of the use of technology. Um, our thoughts, oh, look at treason. Oh, savoring of treason. Perfidious. Yes, treacherous. Treasonable. Boop. Now, then there's that treasure account, accumulated wealth. Yes. Um, is it a treasonable offense to know the thoughts of somebody else's mind? Thought, yes. Something that I keep in my mind that you thought that you were going to use technology to know of? Yeah. Now, for every individual that says I'm crazy, I want to look at your actual breeding. Right now! See, um, somebody said that technology doesn't exist to know the thoughts of the population. But I would think that my mind has a right to keep my thoughts. And if I think that I've thought a thought that nobody else has thought, yes, that I have the right to not tell you about it, and I have the right for you to not know about it. Now, somebody thought that they would make virtualized movies out of my personal life experiences. They would know every thought of myself, and then they would. Well, do you have the technology to know the actual memories of persons? How do you remember what you have thought because of the thinking that you did when you were thinking it? Yes. Now, I'm just looking at ratio nation because it's my belief, yes, that there should not be any availability of knowing the thoughts that are kept in the minds of those that are citizens. Now, some billionaires, yeah, they thought, well, we just have to know. We have to know what they're thinking. Yes. Now, it's not that you had to know what I'm thinking right now in 2019. It's that you thought that you had to know what I was thinking when I was thinking it when you didn't have the technology to be able to know it. Now, when you really consider it, yeah, ratio-nation, the process of thinking a thing to a conclusion. Yes, reasoning. Oh, the process of thinking a thing to a conclusion. The rationale, a reasoned exposition, the underlying principles of reason. Yeah. Now, I would say that there's the availability of knowing the thoughts that I think now. But did you have available of knowing the thoughts that I was thinking when you didn't have the technology of knowing it? Well, how did you do that? Excuse me, billionaire. What individual decided that they had the right to know the thoughts in the minds of those that are citizens during a time when they didn't have the technology to know it? Now it's 2019. What rationale, underlying principle of reasoning could you have, yes, for wanting to know everything that I have thought when at the time of myself thinking it, you did not have the technology to be able to know it? Now, there's always this big question, isn't there? Exactly how much technology do you have? Excuse me, billionaire. How much technology do you have to be able to know my thoughts as I'm thinking them right now? Yes. And then how much technology do you have to be able to know the thoughts that I was thinking when you did not have the technology to know the thoughts that I was thinking? At 48 years old, yes, it's quite possible that operating systems, and the billions upon billions of dollars that have been made from operating systems, yes, did not have the technology 20 years ago to know what I was thinking at the time that I was thinking the thought. Yes. Now, there's some big questions about this. When did you develop, research and develop the technology to be able to know the thoughts of those that have been thinking when you did not have the technology to know their thoughts? Now, it's important, isn't it, billionaire? Because we can actually look at the technological innovations of the last 48 years, from the day of my birth of July 13th, the 19th fucking